Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys I'm going to be talking about two cards actually that I have today for you guys to show. Now, these two cards hold a special place in my heart. The reason for that is both of these are reminiscent of good times I've had in Yu-Gi-Oh! And good times that I had right before my father passed away back in 2014. So my father passed away in 2014, and since then I really haven't been playing super competitive in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since that time frame, and I know that's been like 4 years. I've been to like one or two, like a couple of regionals here and there, but it's pretty much these were the last times I actually went to a YCS, or when I actually went to like a regionals with the competitive mindset of like, okay, I'm going to try to top. Like, it's been a long time since I've had that because I've had a lot of responsibilities, raising my brother, getting my life together, you know, moving into my own house and paying taxes and bills and things of that nature. And when you have things of that nature and you have to work full-time jobs, it's really hard to focus on Yu-Gi-Oh! All the time. But these are reminiscent of good times I had with good people. And it's these two here. I don't want to cover up Akiza. I love her. But that's pretty much my first ed Ultimate Rare Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. Now, I talked about this card and this card a little bit when I did a binder, or like a video of part of my collection about a couple weeks ago. But as you can see there, that's an Ultimate Rare Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. First edition. Really cool. And this here is Construct First Ed Ultimate Rare that I got back when Duelist Alliance first came out. I wanted to play Burning Abyss back then actually, but I never got a chance to because I didn't think it was going to be good. A lot of people didn't believe it back then. People thought, you know, the Shaddolls were going to be the broken deck. They were good, but we all know how Burning Abyss turned out in the end. But I did get to play Burning Abyss at different events back then, though, still. So that's my first Ed one, as you can see there. Shaddol Construct. Beautiful. Hopefully one day she comes off the ban list. Maybe she will by the time you see this video, because there's supposed to be a ban list coming out any day now, so who knows. But that's my El Shaddol Construct and these guys. So the story behind these two is, this one's got a very awesome story, the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist one. This is pretty much the last two times that I really went to a regionals and actually topped at a regionals. And what I mean by that is I got a play mat, I got, you know, my deck box, and like top 8, I think it was, with top 16. So I got my invitation. Pretty much, that's what I'm just trying to say here. So this one's got a really awesome story. So me and my buddy, at the time I was going to George Mason University, and one of my good friends, the same guy, if you guys know my other Akiza playmat, my Judge playmat, he's the same gentleman that I went with to this event. So it was spring break we had, and we were going to go down to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. It's a beach spot, beautiful time. So we had rented a house there, and the plan was we were going to go there, spend, you know, a couple days there, and then I think it was Friday evening, we were going to drive to Raleigh, North Carolina. Now Raleigh is it's a pretty far ways distance from the Outer Banks, but I had family in Raleigh, so we were going to spend the night at their place. So we actually left on Friday evening, drove to Raleigh, and as we're driving, I start getting sick. I actually got really sick, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do good. Now this is in a format that's more commonly known and referred to as Water Fire Fist format, or +1 Fire Fist format. And this is, so Dragon Rulers came out in 2013, and this is back when Wolfbark was really good, and people were playing with Wolfbark, and I actually had a playset of Wolfbark. I still have them, first ed ones, but Wolfbarks were going for like $68, $60, +1 Fire Fist format, or Water Fire Fist format, because people were still playing Mermails. So I had a Mermail deck, and I had a Fire Fist deck we had built together. Me and him had collaborated to build him. And as we're driving there, I got sick. I threw up. I guess I got food poisoning or something. And I was literally going, oh my gosh, I just want to go home. I want to be at the beach. I don't want to do anything right now. So we get there to the regionals, and I'm not feeling good at all. So I say, you know what, the Mermail deck at the time, I was like, the Mermail deck is a little bit better, I think, than the Fire Fist deck. So I decided to give him my Mermail deck, and I was going to play Fire Fist. Well, I got top 16, I think it was, at that event. Granted, this was 4 years ago, but I think I got top 16 or something like that. Top 10, top 8, top 16, something like that. And I actually topped. And this was the Fire King that I had, the Tiger King that I actually had in my extra deck. And I kept this. And that was one of the last times I actually went to regionals. I got my invitation and whatnot. I wasn't going to go to nationals because I was graduating. I had an internship in the summer, but I just wanted to go play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, what the hell? And it was a good time, but we had a great time, but it has bad memories of me being very sick driving in that car, but good times with my buddy, and he's been a very good friend to me ever since. I always ask him for deck advice. I always message him once in a while. Now, the construct is, got another interesting story. So this was the last time I really went to a regionals with a competitive mindset. Like I said, this was before the ban list came out, I think it was, that hit like Soul Charge, because Stellar Knights at that time had 3 Soul Charge. Dante had just come out, so we were just exiting kind of like the Dragon Ruler format. Like, I think the babies, I just know Soul Charge was at 3 up, and people were playing Stellar Knights with 3 Soul Charge at that time. And this was like early September. My father passed away in late September, and we went to our regionals. I think it was up in Philly. Actually, it was a Philadelphia regionals, and we went there, and I actually did good at the event. I know I got top 16 at that event, and that was the last time I ever topped at a regionals, because a couple weeks later my father passed away, and the rest is history from there. I wasn't able to that, but my friend, I sold my deck off, because I was afraid I needed money after my dad died to just pay for food and things. But when I got money back, I brought some pieces of the Shadal construct deck from my friend. So he had the Shadal deck all the way up until Shadal construct got banned the year after that, so fall of 2015. And he was shelling off his different Shadal engines, and I said, hey man, remember that old construct? You still have that ultimate one, that first ed one I used to use because it's the first ed? He's like, oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. He's like, I got it, but I don't want it anymore. And I was like, can I buy it off you or trade it? Because I have money. He's like, yeah, that's no fun. He's like, why do you want it? I was like, well, it's got good memories with you and whatnot. It was another friend of the group. And he said, yeah, I understand. He's like, I still got it. It got banned, so I'll give you a good deal on it. And he gave me, I think I brought it for $6. And the funny thing is, now looking back, he messaged me about a year ago, like a couple months ago. He's like, you remember that construct I sold you for $6? I was like, yeah. He's like, look how expensive it is. And I looked it up online. I was like, oh, that Shadal construct hype, man, it's like $20. He's like, dude, I know why you wanted it. I know you're going to keep it and take care of it. But he's like, just so you know. So that's the funny story behind these 2 cards. About 2 of the last events I went to before my life drastically changed. They have good memories behind them, and I'll never ever part with them. Hopefully my bae does come back. I want to play her in different decks. Maybe she'll come off soon. And then the Fire King, I still play it in different like Beast Warrior decks, like Yasenju's. Once in a while you'll see this in a deck profile, or Fire Kings you'll see it in. So different deck profiles you see it in, but I don't own a Fire Fist deck anymore. I still have my Shadal Construct core that I brought back, like back when this got hit. But yeah, good memories, guys. Very, very good memories from a different time. Because after the time between when my father passed away and the time before that, I know not everybody has experienced that, but it's like living it's like 2 separate lives. The time before my life was different, and then the time after. It's 2 separate things. It feels like 2 separate lives I have lived. But Nevertheless, I'm happy with my life now. Things have calmed down, things have gotten better, and hopefully things continue to get better. And I have this channel, and I always sometimes go back and look at my older videos from back then. But it was a very, very long time ago. But until next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.